Hello everyone, and welcome to the Minecraft Better Together Let's Play Series Episode 8. So, you can kind of see something barely there, peeking at us. Hopefully it's an end city. Last time we left off, we fought the Ender Dragon, died a lot, persevered. The end gate, of course, spawned after we beat the Ender Dragon, and poked our head in here to kind of see where we're at. And we started on this little bitty island out over the void. And we're looking for some end cities. So, yeah. Oh my goodness. This is scary. Doing what I am doing right now. So cool. Anyway, our goal for this episode is we're going to find some end cities. We're going to do some exploration. And look. Oh, there's even a ship. Yes! Perfect. That's awesome. I'm a little far away from this end island over here. And I definitely want to get to that ship. So I need to go hopefully get some more blocks and some Endermen, of course, spawned. Yeah, this could be interesting. So I'm not entirely prepared to do a bunch of in-city exploration. As I think we talked about in the last episode, I don't have any rockets on my person. And there's a few other things that I should grab before I really make this trek or this endeavor across vast unknown. Yeah, we're going to go over here and mine now. I really don't want to hit you guys. You guys will knock me off this thing. This could be very bad very quickly. Anyway, I've got to get some other items prepped, but I definitely want to get up there to that ship and get that elytra first, and then I can fly back to the end portal from my base rather than making the walk. Last episode, I think we made that trek at least 3 times, possibly 4, by the time we actually beat the Ender Dragon. Well, before we set our spawn, and so we didn't have to walk back. So, YOLO! Please. Yeah, that's definitely going to land on the island. Hello. Hi, chorus fruit. Yeah, that's a good little distance there. I'm going to grab some of this while I'm here. And definitely want to get a chorus flower, maybe just one. The only real thing that you use this stuff for, well, you can make the purple blocks, which I don't. Why? Dude, I'm just out here minding my own business, collecting some chorus. I'm sorry I took your chorus. Please, I'll give it back. I'll give it back. Just go away. Please don't kill me. Like, okay. That's not how I wanted to start the episode. Anyway, you can use the chorus to make the purple block, or you can cook it up in a furnace and then add a blaze rod to it, and that's how you get your end rods, which is I think a neat little light source. I wish the base of it wasn't purple, as it kind of throws off some builds, just that little splash of color, but that's okay. Excuse me. So, my very first video on YouTube had to deal with end cities. Let's get these guys going. I cannot wait for shields. Hopefully we'll be seeing those in the next update. Or, I'm not sorry. No, I'm sorry. Not the next update. In a future update. The next update, I think, is going to be mostly just bug fixes and tweaks. So, definitely want to grab some shulker shells, too, to make a shulker box to start storing the loot that we find in this place. But anyway, my first video on YouTube was tips and tricks for exploring an end city. It's like my 3rd most viewed video, and it's got some likes and whatnot, but to me it's a very bland video. It was me just starting out, and it is kind of weird and surreal almost. Which way do we take to get to the ship? It's not that way, not that way. Oh, I see it. We'll go up here, though. Get this guy first. Anyway, it's kind of surreal hearing your own voice. It's kind of weird. And did that thing, it dropped? Yeah. Let's go down and get it. I don't want to waste any of these. Anyway, it's very weird hearing your own voice, and now I'm a little more comfortable with it. I feel videos are a little more, almost looked at that Enderman. Videos are a little more playful, a little more me. So I want to kind of redo the tips and tricks side of things as we go through this End City, and we'll come back, we'll finish this End City up, and we'll go look at another one, or go explore another one, and then I'll probably do a bunch more off camera, and then we'll come back and show you the loot I got. So I've got a list here now of things that I think will make your trek through the end slightly easier, a little more fun, and less of like me dying. So hello on the side there. Bye. As far as tips, as far as little tricks, one trick, okay? First thing that I think you need with you before you even make this journey is make 2 ender chests. I made 1. And I actually lost it in the Ender Dragon fight, and I never even noticed it. Like, I noticed I lost my swords, but I didn't notice that I lost my ender chest. I have no ender chest on me right now. So it's good to make 2. 1 at your base, that you can store, so you can get any kind of gear that you stored in there, and 1 on your person. And then obviously a Silk Touch pickaxe to pick it up. Lucky. The trick is you're coming into the end, the end cities, you're gonna fight shulkers, you're gonna make shulker boxes, and store all your loot in those shulker boxes, and immediately as you're emptying out your inventory of the loot, put them in your ender chest. This way, if you do die, like I do, after I stop recording, you actually have access to any and all things that you have found, and you can make yourself a new pickaxe, new armors, or whatever the case may be before you come back. So now that we have an open, vast end, it's going to be very difficult if you die somewhere out there unless you leave a kind of a breadcrumb trail, which we'll talk about in a little bit. It's going to be very difficult for you to find your way back to your stuff. So with that being said, definitely some armor with protection and projectile protection, a combination thereof, as we get hit with these missiles that cause levitation. Now with the levitation, you can either float up like this and hopefully don't crash to your death. You could place a water source if you're quick enough at your feet, or even if you've got blocks around you so you fall into that. If you're quick enough, you could place a block above your head like this so you can't go up any higher. And hopefully you have something close by underneath your feet so you don't fall too far down. The third option, and the easiest option obviously, is ender pearls. And yay, elytra for me. So water bucket, ender pearl, and blocks for sure you want on your person. Ooh, that's a good shovel there. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Let's see. Talked about the armor. Feather falling for sure on the boots. I mean, those are the major ones. Protection, projectile protection, and then feather falling. Feather falling will help. It won't guarantee your safety, but it's definitely one you want to have. I think I said it in my last video, feather falling for the wind. I'll get another one. I'm not going down there. I wanted an Ender Dragon head, but that's okay. And then we will get rid of you. There are 3 shulkers on this boat. 1 here on the back of the boat, 1 underneath where the elytra is, and then there's 1 right outside here behind that potion brewing stand I'm not going to even mess with. So let's see. I'm actually going to put some stuff away. Jump over to the base, and I'll be back. Alright guys, sorry about that. I actually died before I got to go into the base, so we had to get a few things. But anyway, back to my list. So, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Gold apples, alright? In this version of the game, you don't regen health after you eat very quickly. And that's the way it used to be. In the console versions, they fixed, or well, they changed it to where you kind of regen health quickly, and that's the way it is in the Java edition. So if you find yourself in a tight spot where you need regen, quick, pop you a golden apple. And having a few with you and on your hot bar is, in my opinion, a good idea. So as far as making your trek from island to island to island, city to city to city, there's a few things that you really, really need on your person to make that journey decent. I think this is where I just came in. No? Nope. So, wood. Wood is a definite thing to get set up and have in your chest, or your ender chest. This way you have access to making a crafting bench if you don't have one on your person, and then you can make chests. There are chests in these cities that you can steal, but they're not, there's not a lot of them. I see you over there, bud. I think I had somewhere in the neighborhood of, dang it, I shouldn't have minded that. Where'd you go? I had the neighborhood of somewhere like 4 or 5 shulker boxes worth of stuff that I brought back to my base. So that's only 4 or 5 chests, but it's nice to have some wood. Also, you can make torches. And torches are going to be something you want on your person as well. Hello, I found where you teleported. Another little tip is these guys, if you mine the block that they are sitting on, they will teleport. If you don't know that, now you do. Let's see. You definitely want an anvil in your ender chest, and you want some leather. You probably want the means to make some more rockets, such as leather and gunpowder. Paper and gunpowder. Now, the paper and gunpowder are for the rockets. You can make the duration 1, duration 3s. It doesn't matter, but it's nice to have just some extra stuff in case you plan on being out here for a while. I spend probably a good 4 hours running through the end, finding different end cities and so on and so forth. And the unfortunate thing is I do die twice, but that's okay. And I don't know where my stuff is, so I lost it. Let's see. We explored that side. We just got this side left to go. There's a little better way of telling where you've been. You can leave yourself kind of a little trail. I'll go through that in the next end city. Leather. You want to bring leather with you because obviously your elytra is going to lose durability as you fly with the rockets. And that's why you have the anvil, so you can repair it. So you're gonna have a few levels on your person like I do right now after fighting the Ender Dragon. And let's see, taking these ender chests is also, in my opinion, a form of treasure. But also, if you can swing it, bring an unbreaking book or a couple with you. This way you can put unbreaking at least on the elytras. Speaking of enchantments, it was brought to my attention that I was wrong in the last video. This is where I died. Here's all my stuff. Anyway, that I lost, or you don't get mending from enchanting. Now, I didn't know that, and actually as I was uploading the video, a buddy of mine and I were playing Minecraft, cruising around, and he told me that it's considered a loot item, so you find it in dungeons and fishing, and then of course you can trade it with villagers, but you don't actually get it from enchanting on the enchantment table. I didn't know that, so it's cool. You learn something new every day. Let's see, what else? Definitely food to keep with you. That's always apparent. And I think that's about it. You want some blocks. We talked about those, but you want some blocks that you're not going to find in the end. You can have what you get in the end, like these end stones and end bricks and stuff like that. You can have those with you to use those as pillar blocks or to stop you from going up and down during your levitation. But you definitely want some like cobblestone or something that you don't find in the end just on your person as well. And I'll show you guys that here in just a minute, what we're talking about. Making ourselves little indicators to find our way back. So the hardest thing about doing that is you're going to be flying across vast distances, and you're not always going to have the materials to just kind of duck down and lay you down a couple little compasses. So I've been watching a lot of The Naked and Scared, and Skizzleman and Impulse do these things, and they call them scumpasses, and they're pretty cool, and I'll show you what those are in just a minute. Things that I forgot on the list would obviously be a bow and a decent sword with sharpness on it. And for a bow, you want a flame enchantment. So I'll talk about that in just a sec. As far as the scumpasses, you do something like this, and the way these two torches are facing is how to get back to the end gate. They put a torch on top, just indicating that you're going that way. If I put a torch on top of the cobblestone, that's going to indicate I need to go up. And then they do the torches all the way around it, indicate you need to go down. So it's a cool little system. Works nice. And like here, you can kind of dive island to island and place them. I'm probably not going to do that. I'm probably just going to keep flying, but this is just an idea. So if you guys don't know, shulkers can only be attacked when they're open with a bow. They can be attacked at any point with a sword. But I have found in this version of the game, I don't know if it holds true on the console editions or not, but if you shoot a shulker with flame, it will actually take fire damage. And it also causes it to open and peek its little head out a little bit, and then you can hit it with another arrow and kill it. That's a good little tip to know when you get into the big tunnel in some of these end cities that have like 12 to 16 shulkers, as they blasted me in the second time I died out here, way out here. Which was a pain in the butt because I lost all my stuff, obviously. Was from that. I got attacked by a bunch of those guys, and then I misjudged where I was landing with the levitation, and I ended up falling to my death because we don't regen health, and I didn't have any golden apples on me. So, dudes, this is sick. By the way, this is probably the coolest part of this whole update, and the whole reason I played it is to fly out over this nothingness. This is amazing. You do want to keep a watchful eye on the durability of your wings. This way, if you're flying out over this and your durability is getting ready to be wrecked, you don't just fall into the void, because your elytra will disengage the minute it breaks. It won't like break and go away like it will with your tools and stuff, but falling to your death as you're just gliding, you're just gliding across the void and you fall to your death, man, that would piss anybody off. So, oh, this is insane. Oh, look at that. Here's another little end gate. That's cool. Anyway, I need to find another end city, so I'm gonna cruise around here looking. I'm already lost and turned around. So let me get some bearings. Let me get going. We're gonna find us another end city. We're gonna recap our list of things to bring and chit chat a little bit more about a couple other things. All right, not too soon after we cut, here's another little end city here. It's a decent size, but no ship. So as a recap, guys, a regular bow's fine. I think a bow's better, as you can hit the missiles like that. A power 5 flame, I prefer infinity to mending. Bow, sharpness 5 sword. Like, this guy's real good. It's just sharpness 4. I don't like the knockback on it, but it's a good sword to have. Here you are. And you teleported again. Where'd you go, bud? So sword, bow. Obviously, excuse me, obviously armor with projectile protection and protection combination will do you real good. Blocks in your inventory. and this way you don't do what I just did. If you get tired of this parkour too, you can use those blocks just to pillar straight up one of these corners and make it a little easier on yourself. Flame on the bow. You want an ender chest on your person and ender chest back at the base. Inside that ender chest, it'd be good to have yourself the ability to make rockets, an anvil for sure, some leather to repair your elytra, a couple unbreaking books to put unbreaking on your elytras, just this way they last a little longer, and then see, you can place torches down like that to show which vein that you went down in the end city. Let's see, ender pearls are a definite, and of course you can collect those. Just build yourself a platform that you can walk under that's too high, with the third block up. Yeah, the third block up being a platform. The Endermen won't be able to get to you to attack you, and you can kind of sit and aggro them, look at them, and have them come over and take their ender pearls. A water bucket on you for sure is a good thing to have, because if you're floating up, that would have saved my life if I would have actually dropped a water bucket when I died the first time, which is in the 2 cities after this one. Where am I getting shot from? I don't know. And then some golden apples, man. I think that's going to be the vast majority of what you want. Feather falling on the boots, I forgot to mention that. You should be good. So let's see here. We've already passed that. We've already passed that. I've got some notes going through here. So I keep this list myself now by the thing. And the things that I've put on that list will also help you for fighting the Ender Dragon. And the only thing that I didn't say that I should have brought with me to fight the Ender Dragon was some TNT and a flint and steel. It'd have been a lot easier getting those end crystals that are perched up on top of the pillars that have the cages around them. I could have just went up, set the TNT, ignited it, and boom. Let's see. Okay. But yeah, we're going to cruise this end city. So we're looking for, obviously, every bit of loot we can get. We're keeping the iron loot as well. Because, hold on guys, I'm sorry. Got something in my throat. Gotta take a drink real quick. There we go. As we were talking about the mending, you can't get it on an enchantment, so the best thing for you is to come out to one of these end cities, and you can get it on any piece of armor, and swords, and shovels, and pickaxes, and all that stuff, and you can combine them. You can do that inside your anvil that you'll keep on your person too, so you've got some pieces with mending on them. Now, I do know this about enchanting, and I actually tested it out on this world. If you've got a chest plate on you right now with Protection 4, Unbreaking 3, and Thorns, or whatever the case may be, and you find a chest plate with Fire Protection and Mending, and you want that Mending, you put the Protection one in first, and then the Fire Protection one in, and it will actually get rid of the Fire Protection enchantment, because you can't have a combination of Fire Protection, Projectile Protection, Blast Protection, or Regular Protection on a chest plate. You can only have one of the 4. And it'll actually get rid of the Fire Protection and give your chest plate Mending. And that works for anything. If you've got a Silk Touch pickaxe and you find one with Fortune and Mending, you put the Silk Touch in first on the left slot, and then you put the Fortune one in the right hand slot, and that'll give you Mending on your Silk Touch pickaxe without ruining the Silk Touch. So that's a neat little trick. I've actually got to come back into these end cities and do some more exploration and some more looting. As that first ship, I found a pair of trousers that had Mending on them. That's all it had on them. I haven't found a single pair after that. So we definitely got to do that. And anyway, I'm hoping this video will be kind of a, redemption of my first video, as I don't feel that video was very good. Look at there. We got some emeralds. That's cool. I've never found emeralds in an end city. I was saying the iron stuff, I'm keeping the iron gear that I find, because if I don't, like, I found some really good armor later on in this episode that I was going to keep. But if you don't use that, I've got almost a chest worth of iron tools and armor and stuff like that. You can smelt it down, get some iron nuggets, turn those into ingots, and you get a little bit of free iron that way. And it doesn't really cost you much, because you can make shulker boxes and carry a heck of a lot of stuff with you. Let's see, I think there's a guy still up there. We'll kill this guy real quick. After you get exploring some of these end cities that get real repetitive on how they generate, you'll figure them out pretty easy. Let's see. What did I not talk about? There's something I didn't talk about that I did want to talk about. Oh, I really want to get a punch 2 bow. See if this actually works. See if we can actually still fly with that and fly out over the void. And then do that, because we never got to do that when the end cities were introduced. We didn't have a void to fly over. Kind of very easy, I think. So, and we're off. Oh, look, there's another, right there. Bam, another city. I think it gave kind of a false sense of security that we just spawn in one little island. You go through an end city, and then you leave, and that was it. You could reset your end and come back, and if you died, it was real easy to get your stuff. This version obviously is more difficult, so we got to be a little more cautious, and I think with the list that we came up with, we should be sitting very nice as far as collecting loot and stuff. But yeah, I think getting that experience that everybody got to get on the Java edition with the Punch 2 would be pretty awesome. So definitely something I want to try. I'll throw it up on camera maybe, and we'll freak ourselves out by flying over the void with nothing but a bow. We'll bring some rockets just in case. What do we got in here? Silk Touch Efficiency 4, that's good. Smite Unbreaking, that's good. Fire Protection, and there's some Mending Trousers. I actually lose those, but oh. Anyway, I'm gonna continue on doing some exploring, obviously. And I'll bring you guys back when I've got some more things. Alright guys, after a couple of deaths and some disappointment, we lost a few elytras, went back and forth to the end city. We did get ourselves some decent gear here. Quite a few things we can combine and get some, you know, better than this. I was just using what I found, because I died. We can throw some better, you know, efficiency on the pickaxe. We can get ourselves a nice shovel, and definitely some decent armor. There's my sword. That was the sword I was using, and I thought I lost it. So these are the shulker boxes that I had to create to carry all this stuff back. There's 5 in total. We got ourselves some decent iron armor here. Yeah, quite a bit of stuff, man. So just looking through all this stuff, seeing if there's any good enchantments. And we got ourselves a couple shulker boxes made. Now also with that, we got ourselves some diamonds, some iron, some gold, a few golden apples, a little bit of emeralds, and we actually found a notch apple, which is sick. A couple of elytras, and a fair amount of shulker boxes. And of course the dragon egg. The shulker boxes, oh yeah, we took a lot of the instant health potions with us too. With the shulker boxes, I wanted enough to be able to make a stack of shulker boxes. And we'll go back. But I want to show you guys something with this obsidian. Check this out with the ender chest here. I'm hitting it with Silk Touch. Did you see that? I got the ender chest back and 8 obsidian. Now there was an update in between the last few scenes. And look at that. 16 obsidian immediately. So I was carrying around some obsidian when I came back and didn't understand how I got it. So there's a bug right there in the game. But anyway, we're going to get all this stuff cleaned up and dispersed throughout the chests. And that's going to be it for today on the episode, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope this was better than the last one. And we will see you next time.